you different ways to be successful. And I appreciate the alumni for that, you know, and I think they've continued to help those who come behind them and just keep building for those, you know, for those before them, that came before them, you know. So I appreciate them and I thank them.
How about Letterman? Have you connected with any Letterman at all? Just
yeah, a bunch. I can't even. It's a huge list, a bunch. I love them all, though, man. They've taught us so much, you know, especially with teams in the past. You know, there's been a lot of successful teams in the past. I've talked to players who were part of the national championship teams back in the 80s. And I mean, their message is the same. You know, they look at our team, they look at the players, they look at how we fight, they look at how we battle. And I think the message is always fight for each other. You know, I think that's the constant message that I've gotten from those guys, and I think that's really paying off, and I think you guys see that. You know, we're fighting for each other every single down, every single play, every single rep, because we know, like, these are special moments. That's another thing, too. Like, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the locker room, enjoy your brothers, because this doesn't last super long. You know what I mean? And so I think that's the two biggest messages that I've got from them that's kind of helped propel not only myself, but also my teammates in this season.
Well, following up on that, this is an obvious question, but just how important is it to go out on Saturday, get the win, and kind of send the seniors out in the right way?
I mean, it's just important as any week. You know, I don't necessarily see it as like oh, this is for a seniors thing. I mean, we're only here, the seniors are only here in this position because of those younger guys, because of Jalen Reed, a younger guy, because of Nick Singleton, a young guy who will put their heart, blood, and tears on the line for everybody. So it's not necessarily just about us. It's about us respecting them for giving up their, you know, for sacrificing for us as well as the rest of everybody else in the program. So it's a huge thank you to them and all the staff, and, you know, Greg and KP and everybody. So it's a last hurrah for everybody.
Dvon, what do you have to tell us about Xavier Gilliam? Because it seems like he's going to get an opportunity here.
I mean, you know, we're having some number of issues, but I think he's ready to step up. You know, I think he's taking a huge stride this week. Of course, he's a younger guy, so there are going to be some kinks, but at the same time, I mean, physically, mentally, he's continuously building and getting better and better and better every single day. So I'm excited. You know, I'm not necessarily worried. I'm just happy to see what he does. So,
what are some of the challenges for a young guy to play a significant role at defensive tackle?
I mean, just the speed of the game. You know, getting calls, looking at plays, seeing what's coming to and from. It's just kind of difficult to kind of jump into a situation and then be able to read everything as fast as an older guy would. You know what I mean? So I think that's going to be the biggest thing for him, just adjusting to that game time speed. You know, practice is extremely fast, but, you know, when you get under the lights, game time speed, 100,000 yelling, you really got to listen to Kobe King behind you giving you the play. So I think that'll be the biggest adjustment for him, just the speed.
Dvon, as you come to the end of your time here at Penn State, is there a way that you could sum up your experience? It's been a long journey, but James Franklin said that you and Nick Dawkins have been the example of how to have the best Penn State experience. How would you sum that up from your view?
That's a good question. Shout out to you. What's your name? Zach?
Zach,
That's
yeah.
a good
Appreciate
question,
it.
Zach. How do I sum it up? My entire Penn State experience in a couple words, huh? I don't know. It's been unreal. Like, that's really the only words I have for it. You know, a lot of kids, they come into the situation where they want to choose a school just for the football aspect of it. Like, okay, I'm going to go in, I'm going to play 3 to 4 years, get out and go to the NFL and experience everything the NFL has to offer you. But at the same time, if you never enjoy where your feet are and you're always looking forward to the next moment, you'll never enjoy the moment that you're in, you know? And I feel like I've kind of taken that to heart. I want to enjoy the moment. I want to enjoy where my feet are at and just be present. You know, like, Penn State is such a special place with such special people, and it's done a lot for me, and I appreciate it. So, I mean, it's just, I mean, to sum it up, it's just been a special time, you know. So I appreciate Penn State and everything they've offered me and giving me and blessed me with. So thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.